satisfied with being a jump off, then after the mission you're all alone with no one to blame. You've got to own your own. Time after time you're fooling yourself, saying never again. Then you turn back around and knowing you're repeating those silly games. Stop cheating on your future with your past. You think that you're winning, darling, it won't last. Stop cheating on your future with your past.
Yes, I. All right. Yes, I. Money remix. Well fixed. Give thanks and praise unto the Most High. Aye. Money is the root of all evil. Money is evil, the root of all evil. I said the love of money is the root of all evil. Make sure not get tricked by the devil with material things that make you feel comfortable. Rise up, cause we are true born. Revelation time, I'm ready to step in the scene. Rasta feel like you know me heart is clean. People gather around the red, gold and green. See that? So me money is the root of all evil. Money is evil, the root of all evil. Take a trip to the countryside, go check out the scene. Meditation, riding the wings of the wind. The farmers them are coming from working the fields, and I'm sure later on we're gonna have a fresh meal. Money is the root of all evil. Money is evil, the root of all evil. The importance of keeping the love within. To do anything as love you just can't win. Priorities in life have to bless the living. Rise up above all material things. The truth is on the face, but it is not a sin. The same way them sight of the King of Kings. The race is not for the swift, but for those who can endure things. Just do it right and receive your blessings. Receive your blessing. Just receive your blessing. Hey. Money is the root of all evil. Money is evil, the root of all evil. I stay in my lane. Of fullness is the aim. True vanity, them lose them sanity. No love, them mama hurt me pain. I great in my brain. I stay in my lane. M-O-N-E-Y, that can make you spoil. If it take your troll, then I buy. Would I buy? Money, yeah. Born in a monetary system, poor people victim. Me want money, yeah. Lift me head up high. Now go red eye if you what is not mine. I never yet see money climbing a coconut tree. I never yet see money planting a seed. I never ever yet see money catching a sea creature out of the sea. Money can't buy love. Money. Make money is the root of all evil. Make money make you. Money Money can't buy love. As I was say, give me a treasure of love. As I was say, give me a treasure of integrity. As I would say, give me a treasure of integrity. Money can't buy love.
Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil.
Yanti, telling the people that money has no power, and we have the power. Money got no power, mankind got the power. Money have no power, womankind have the power. Money got no power, mankind and you have that. Watch ya. Yes, I. All right. Yes, I. Money, money remix. Well fixed. Give thanks and praise unto the Most High. Aye.
Money, 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 money is the root of all
Yes. Hello to everyone and to my listening audience. I must tell you, it has been a hassle getting on live today. Of course it is. I've changed platforms, and not only have I changed platforms, but they say, each level there's always new devils as well. So as I maneuver through the various talents and things that I do, there are attacks that are coming from various places. But nevertheless, we even have some of those people in our audience today who actually pretend as if that they're here for a show, when in truth and in fact they are really here for the show that they're putting on behind the scenes. I must say, thanks to my audience that has not left me, but are always waiting in the wings for whenever it is that I go live. I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly, and thanks for always tuning in and checking me out as well. Well, we're going to be vibing with, vibing with Garfield Revelation Treasure. And go nowhere. I am going to get you acclimated with just a few of his tunes and get them in studio where we'll start our interview in just a few minutes. Go nowhere. Please keep on sharing, of course. Thank you.
Hey, in this time, you've got to stand for something, or you will fall for anything. Sin. So when you love from the heart. Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. I've told you many times before, you don't know who I am. You're playing these silly games, only wasting my time. Experience teaches wisdom. Baby, I'm no fool. You're mistaking my patience for weakness. Just know that it's not cool. Stop cheating on your future with your past. You think that you're winning, darling, it won't last. Stop cheating on your future with your past. Temporary affections, it's like a broken glass. You're satisfied with being a jump off, then after the mission you're all alone, with no one to blame. You've got to own your own. Time after time you're fooling yourself, saying never again. Then you turn back around and knowing you're repeating those silly games. Stop cheating on your future with your past. You think that devil has transformed himself into an angel of light and is going around deceiving the people. Alright, open up your eyes. You've got to realize. Can't you see what they are doing to us spiritually? Stop cheating on your future with your past. You think that you're winning, darling, it won't last. Stop cheating on your future with your past. Temporary affections, it's like a broken glass. I've told you many times before, you don't know who I am. You're playing these silly games, only wasting my time. Yes, I, Garfield Revelation Treasure upon the case. Yes, not yes. And we know not yes. Not time. Yeah, man, Rotsnick. Big up yourself, see?
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain day? Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Sin. I know that Jah will see us through the day.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tapping in. I really appreciate you guys tapping in. Of course, it is that. There's no time like the present, and I am so grateful for all the persons who are actually able to be joining us today right here for our interview with none other than the man himself. We're talking about Garfield Revelation Treasure, and you know he has been with me all the way. Of course, it is that for persons who are just joining, I'll just give you a short synopsis. I don't want you to take away from Garfield's interview. But what has happened is that I will voice my opinion, and I do plan on taking this publicly as well. So what has been happening is that there are a set of persons that are Jamaicans that have been targeting my social media and my live shows. And so just about 2 p.m., it is that they started attacking my live feeds and actually the show itself. And there's so much that has happened between that time until now that you're able to be witnessing what's going on here right now. But what I must tell you as well, that the authorities are looking into it. And for the persons who are listening, because you also have some of these persons who actually show up to the show and pretend as if they're there giving their support, when in truth and in fact, they know what they're doing behind the scenes. Let it be known. I do not want anyone to call me and say they're Jamaicans just like you. So please, can you help them reduce them going away or whatever it is? It is 20 years for hacking somebody's feed and their emails and stuff like that as well. So I've been experiencing a lot within the last over a year, but that has happened since 2 o'clock this evening when we decided to go live as well. So we are here right now with Garfield Revelation Treasure, who has been with me for the most part as well, and has experienced a few of that where he tried to log in as well, and the different things and the various things that has happened. Nevertheless, we are here, and I am in high spirits because I know that anyone that will try to attack myself and my show is because I have a lot going on and I have something that they need. Thieves do not break into empty houses. On that note, we're going to continue the show. So Garfield Revelation Treasure, we're here in the spirit. Yes, finally we are live. Finally we are live. It will happen. You know, I make room for things like this. So yes, we are here. So Garfield, are you there? How are you doing?
I am not doing too bad, and I must say that they say that to whom much is given, much is expected, and all that stuff. You know, you have a gift. I've been conversing with you for like a minute now, and just talking to you and hearing what's going on and all that stuff. You have something that is very valuable towards this mission, And and what I need to say to you is, whatever you're doing, all right, don't stop, because the mission has to continue. All right, and what you are doing is very valuable to the industry, and I see why stuff is being happened. But in light of all things, just keep going, don't stop, and we will get through. Bless your heart.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that wholeheartedly because there are so many things that have happened within the past. I wouldn't just say a year; it's actually over a year. As well. But we do not want to take away from itself, so I'll continue with the show. But
Right.
as well, I'm aware that there are persons who show up and actually pretend as if that they're here to support my show. Well, in truth and in fact, there are part of the issues. They are part of the problems and are part of the team that are actually hacking my shows, thinking that I
I
will
think
stop what I'm
so.
doing.
I think it's safe to say then. Excuse me for cutting you, but I think it's safe to say then that there's wolves in sheep clothing, because you said that they're among the audience still listening, but in deep down they have the ulterior motive. So is it safe to say that there are wolves in sheep clothing?
Yes, yes. There are a lot of wolf in sheep clothing, and they will come in
All
face
right.
and pretend as if it is that they are there to support me. When in truth and in fact, some of them sending me things where when I click on the links that they have sent to me, is so that it opens up my space for them to attack. But don't worry, I do have
Okay.
the private investigator on lock, and trust and believe.
Hey, there
Yes,
you go.
yeah.
All
So
right.
I appreciate everyone who have showed up here today, and do as well. Spread the word. Spread the word. I am coming. I am coming. If there's one thing that I
Oh
know,
yes.
Rose Green
Oh
does not
yes.
give up. I am coming for every single person that has been hacking my social media and all my pages in terms of doing my show and everything else that I do. Because at the end of the
Okay.
day, you cannot stop me what I'm doing because it is that I create my own spaces. What you should do, spend the time in doing, is actually doing something of value with your times than actually messing with my accounts. And for the platforms who are aware that's going on, you will be part of the struggle as well because you know exactly who some of these people are. And if you are getting paid, I am coming for you too. I am not leaving any stones unturned.
Hear this, man. Hear this, man. Hear this. Hear this. Adversity builds character. So do what you have to do.
Yes. At the end of the day, like I said, thieves do not break into empty houses. So obviously, I have something of value so much
Oh
more.
yes.
And it actually gives me more fuel to my fire because nobody will ever stop what it is that I do. I will forever keep on
Hey,
doing what it is that I'm destined to do, what I'm sent here to do, which is to change the lives of whoever the persons are that I meet along the way within the various talents that I have. That will not stop. It will
bless
always
your heart.
continue.
Bless your heart.
Yeah. But anyway, on that note, Garfield, I appreciate you being here. I had an opportunity where it is that I opened up the show with is, well, a few of your tracks. And I'm going to go through a few of your tracks. But before I do, before we talk about, the tracks themselves that we have played and then get into the music, talk to me about getting started within the industry. Of course, there are a few things that I read about you and where you're coming from, and you yourself had some struggles with life changing events and stuff like that. Some of that we will cover in today's interview, since it is that you're the only person that I have today. I have a bit of time where we will dabble into some of the life changing events as well. But before we start, who are the persons who influence the music that you have been doing over the years?
All right. I must say that the persons, there's various people from different genres and all that stuff, but without a doubt, Michael Jackson, without a doubt, Michael's passion for what he does. Bob Marley for his pureness and his lyricism, his pureness, his faith, everything. Luther Vandross for his voice, Marcia Griffiths for being the queen of reggae, third world, because I grew up on third world. Three the hard way in terms of DJs, three the hard ways, Brigadier Jerry, Josie Wales, Charlie Chaplin, Barris Hammond. Man, there's so much. There's so much. Sugar Minot, without a doubt. Can't leave out Sugar Minot. It's so much of them, but those are the main ones and all that stuff. So, and those people, they had a great impact on me, coming up in the industry. They have made it easier for me in terms of seeing how they do what they do. And and in terms of like to just keep me going on this path without even giving up, because just like how you're having your struggles with the gatekeepers and all that stuff, I'm having my struggle with people also, because I'm that type of person where it's like I try to be as independent as much as possible, and a lot of people, they don't want that. They don't want to use you first before they could release you. All right, and that's not my style. I just want to do what needs to be done to get my message out. And however I'm going to get the message out, I'm going to get it out. So I'm going through that fight also. But, it's all good. It's all good.
I know it's a struggle, and as we talk about some of the struggles within the music industry as well, what would you say is one of your one of the struggles? If you're, I'm echoing, so if you have your radio on, you could turn it off, please, or something that's
No, I'm actually hearing you fine, but no, I'm not around in the radio. What happens is that I'm in a room that's it's kind of hollow and all that stuff. So I guess you hear the background noise and all. So quick, hold on. Is it better?
it's a little bit better. It's a
Okay.
little bit better now. So yes, for all the persons who are currently joining me on some of the platforms, of course it is that you might be seeing, or you might be viewing, a different, how should I say it? A different thing that you have been seeing right now compared to what has been before, or in terms of the face, where it is that yes, I am working from I'm working from a different platform today because of a few issues. I do not want to keep repeating those issues as well. And so that's why you're seeing what's on screen. The short end of it is that for persons who are just joining, is just to let you guys know that, yes, there has been other Jamaicans, and I can say this because it is that I hired a private detective and I have all the evidence in front of me. There are other Jamaicans that has been hacking my shows and my social media platforms. So what you're seeing on screen is not the one with the various with the picture of the artist that you're accustomed to seeing. You're seeing something different right now because it is that the show got attacked at 2 p.m. today. And so I'm working with the platform to get to those pictures. So that's why your screen is looking different today. Someone asked me that question, so I would just like to address it. Okay. Now, we have Garfield in the house. And so, Garfield, in terms of the various things or the things that you have gone through the industry, what is that one thing that you would say that within your industry that you would like to see change? You've been doing this for a while. So, what is the one thing that you would like to address in terms of what you have been able to overcome or issues within the industry itself that you would like to address?
Okay. Everybody deserves a fair chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody deserves a fair chance, and if you're coming genuinely from your heart, right, and if you're coming genuinely from your heart, and you're doing what you're doing, allow that person to flourish. Anyhow, you could help that person. You help that person. I mean, I've seen people I've seen other artists, they save their money because they have the damn talent, but because of whatever reasons, they've been given the cold shoulder. So I've seen guys, they save their own money, they do what they need to do and all that stuff, and then at that final hurdle is when they get discouraged because no, it's another hurdle that is put in front of them. So you have some of them that actually walk away from the business after saving the money and spending so much money and all that stuff. And as I said, within this music, we just want to be heard. We just want to be heard. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody deserves a fair chance. And especially if you're coming with a talent, with a certain amount of talent, we need to be heard. It's very important because music is about expression of self. All right, and then who can identify, they identify, but you're coming with an expression from your heart, and everybody wants to be heard. So just give everybody a fair chance.
Yeah. Well, apparently, we're in an industry as well where it's not so much about giving others a chance. It's like there's a lot of jealousy as well. And some of the platforms are not aware of that or to the extreme that they will go to, as well as there are platforms where persons are being paid to do certain things as well. But as I've said before, and I'll reiterate, I am coming. I do not care who the platform is.
Right,
If somebody's paying one
right,
of your work or to doing whatever, let it be known. I
right.
am not playing any games. I am coming for your platform. And for the persons that keep on doing it, I am coming for you
hmm
too. Yes. And remember,
But
hacking,
Rose, but
20 years.
but but Rose, just add to what you just said a while ago, right? Is that
Mm-hmm.
what I just said a while ago? It's still it, it's actually going to what I was saying, that there's a lot of jealousy in the business or whatever and all that stuff. That's what I'm saying, that they only give certain people a chance. Certain people got money and certain people who could take them to certain places or whatever. So as I said, everybody needs a chance. Especially if you're coming with good product. If you're coming
Exactly.
with good product and all of that stuff, it needs to be heard because music is so powerful. Remember, music impacts society.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it impacts. It also shifts society. So if you're so and if you're one who has the power to shift society with your music, or in terms of getting a broadcast or whatever, do what's right, because it also impacts. So it also impacts people's behavior. If you listen to certain types of music and all of that stuff, it influences the youth to do whatever, depending on the music. So do the right thing. Do the right thing. Give everybody a chance.
Yeah, but then they're the ones who sit and actually know like what's going on, and they won't voice their opinion. And I say that to say this: there is somebody on social media, who behind the scenes they will talk to me about these persons and say they know who they are, but then they will be in the same circle as those persons, and when on social media, they will pretend as if they don't know me. I don't need anybody to pretend as if they don't know me when they're actually telling me some of
Right,
the what those persons are doing as well. They
right.
need to speak up and let them know.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing
That's
this?
how it is, That's how it is, But I always say, from a while I've been saying this, that me, I'd rather I'd rather die for the truth than to live for a lie. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and I stand on. All right, I will not change. I will not change in terms of what I'm putting out in terms of the music. I will not change in terms of like just to try to please somebody or whatever. I'm trying to do what is right. So sometimes I don't get it right at all times, but there's nothing wrong with trying and keep
That's
trying
right.
until you get it on right. And as I said before, I'm gonna say it again. I'd rather die for the truth than to live for a lie. That's just my thing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Of course, it is that
Yeah.
we have one of your tracks that we started out with, and myself as a spoken word artist, I could not help but actually notice that money tune is along those
Oh,
lines as
right,
well. Talk to me
right.
about the collaboration on that track. I am actually going to play the tune
Okay,
for the audience, but we'll ask a few questions
okay,
before I air it again.
okay. That song, I'm gonna tell you how that song came about. All right. When in my 20s, all right, when I was in my 20s, all right, as a child coming up, whatever, I was always whoever I was with, whoever around, I was always the young one. I was always the youngin and all that stuff. And I was early exposed to type of music that the average kid my age at that time wouldn't be used to. They would go with with what's happening at the time or whatever. But I would always be hearing these things because of the age group of the people who was always around and all that stuff. And these these songs always had an impact on me and all that stuff. I remember once I was at a friend's place and he was playing a cassette.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the original version to this song. It was done by Horace Andy. All right, it was
Yes.
done by Horace Andy, and I heard it and it was just ringing in my ears for all these years until the 20s. And I always said to myself that if I get the chance revisit this song, I'm gonna do it. All right, and
Mm-hmm.
it just so happened that I did. And then when I decided to do it, firstly I got the rhythm made. Right, the rhythm was made and everything, and I was like, okay, no problem, did it or whatever. And then somebody, I'm not sure, but somebody said to me that, listen, this would be good if you added somebody to it, like do like a DJ part or whatever. And this came of Jappings. He was the feature. He now goes by the name of Nigra Meru. He's currently in Germany. Right,
Yes.
he currently lives in Germany. He's an engineer also. He's an
I actually am
engineer.
familiar with the
And
name.
there you go. Right, he's a great kid, brilliant mind. Anyways, we used to always talk or whatever. And I was talking to him about it, and I was like, hey, I need you on this thing, because this is what you do in terms of the poetry. And there's a uniqueness to you. And he was like, listen, man, whenever, wherever, whatever, let's go. So I did my part, and then he did his part or whatever, and then brought it back, mixed it, mastered it, whatever. But then before we released it, I realized that I had to go to the damn source, which is Horace Andy, to get clearance for it. And I started going down to his studio or whatever. Every time I go down there, he's not there. He's this or there. They say he's over there. I'm driving over there, go over there. Bam, he's not there. I go there. They say he's not there. Whatever. Until this lady, she saw me keep coming to his studio, and she was like, "Listen, what's going on? Why you keep coming here?" And even though they tell me that it's not, so I explained to her. She said, "All right, listen. What I'm gonna do for you is that when he comes, I'm gonna take his number. Give me your number. I'm gonna give him your number, and then I'm gonna give it to him, and then I'm gonna also call you and let you and give you his number, whatever, and then y'all could take it up from him there. All right." And it just so happens that the place where his studio is at is it's one of them rough parts of Kingston or whatever. All right, and every time I kept going there, there was this instance where a friend and I we went, and there were some guys there who was trying to lure us to a certain area. I don't know what were their intention, but and this lady just came to me. She was like, "Listen, he's not here right now, but you have his number. He has your number, whatever. I need you to get out of this neighborhood now." And I was like, "No problem." Bam, I was out. And then from there, I called him, and then we just struck up a conversation and all that stuff. And I was telling him what I was doing and all that stuff. And he was like, "Listen, do what you need to do. I don't have no problems with it. I wrote the song, whatever. Yes, it's with this company or whatever, but I wrote the song. I'm giving you clearance because I'm still in control of this song. So go ahead, do what you need to do. Thank you for revisiting this song because this is one of my actual favorite." Those were his words. And he blessed me and he said, "Hey, do what you need. I wish you success and take care." And that was it. And I got a chance to revisit it after so long and all that stuff. And it's what y'all are hearing now.
All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about the artist as well and your collaboration. So right now, I am going to play Money Money, and we'll be right back with more Garfield Treasure. Go nowhere. Keep on sharing.
Blessed love. Ira.
Yes, I. Money Money remix. Well fixed. Give thanks and praise unto the Most High. I. Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil. I said the love of money is the root of all evil. Make sure not get tricked by the devil with material things that make you feel comfortable. Rise up, cause we are true born. Revelation time, we're ready to step in the scene. Rasta for life, me heart is clean. People gather round the red, gold and green. See that? So me mean. Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil. Take a trip to the countryside, go check out the scene. Meditation, riding the wings of the wind. The farmers them are coming from working the fields, and I'm sure later on we're gonna have a fresh meal. Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil. The importance of keeping the love within. To do anything as love, you just can't win. Priorities in life have to bless your living. Rise up above all material things. The truth is on the face, but it is not a sin. The same way them signs of the King of Kings. The race is not for the swift, but for those who can endure things. Just do it right and receive your blessings. Receive your blessings. Just receive your blessings. Hey. Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil. I stay in my lane. Of fullness is the aim. True vanity, them lose them sanity. No love, them mama hurt me bend. I grade in my brain. I stay in my lane. M-O-N-E-Y, that can make you spoil. If it take your troll, then I buy. But I buy. Money, yeah. Born in a monetary system. Poor people victim. Me want money, yeah. Lift me head up high. Now go red eye if you what is not mine. I never yet see money climbing a coconut tree. I never yet see money planting a seed. I never ever yet see money catching a sea creature out of the sea.
Money can't buy love.
Money, 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 money.
Make money
is the root of all
make
evil.
money make you.
Money, money, money is.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us right now, yes, we are very, very much late, but of course it is. There's no time like the present. We are tapped in with Garfield Treasure, Garfield Revelation Treasure, straight out of Jamaica. Of course, it is that we had some issues getting on the show today, but of course, we are keeping it going. We are talking about the Garfield Treasure has worked with, as you have been listening, is influences, is a ton load of influences, and I can tell exactly why he has so many influences. He's able to tap into the various forms of the reggae genre as well. Of course, he can give you a little bit of dancehall whenever he's ready. The spoken word, the dove poetry that originated, of course, within our island, Jamaica. And of course, he's able to give you the authentic reggae. What you're listening to in the background is a Money Money tune. And I am loving this track right off the go. I'm a spoken word artist, and this is the one that caught my ear. I was like, what? This is happening. For so many reasons, the underlying track, the message that's exhumed on the track itself. So I'm going to tap in with Garfield right now, as I would like to. One of my questions is, you know, you had an opportunity where it is now you have collaborated with on this track as well with an additional artist. What would you like for our listening audience who is wondering who the artist is on the track and where he's from as well?
Okay, the artist, his name is Roger Thomas, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Roger Thomas. He and I, before he migrated, right? He and I, we used to do work at the famous mixing lab, right? Right. You know, we were both engineers there. You know, and all that stuff, and we just grew. We just came together as friends, and you know, we're reasoning and found out that there was similarities between us. You know, there's certain people with intricate cases of sound, and I noticed that about him. You know, he's a very peculiar kid. You know, he's just different. Even if now you've seen him now, and that kid, he just stands out. So me and him, we were kind of like fed off of each other, and all that stuff. And he's just a great kid, a great human being. Me and him have a good relationship, and we just click. The both of us, we just click. Yeah,
well,
we just click, you know.
So is the music. So is the music thing. And when it is that you have an artist that you click with and actually is able to voice exponentially on your project, and I mean, he actually delivered on the track itself. In terms of the message, what's the message for the audience in terms of the Money Money track itself?
Okay. My intent was to let them know that the money is not the problem. The money is not the problem because no matter what, when we die, whatever, it's still gonna be there. That's just currency. Currency means to flow. That's what currency means, you know. Currency means to flow. But then it's just flowing in a certain direction. All right. So what that tells me is that the money is not the problem. It's the pull. Okay, so if you notice, my opening line is the love of money. That's the root of all evils. Not the money, it's the love of it. That is the problem. You know, and that's the reason why both you and I are going through these issues now. It's because of the love of money. All right. So my intent was to just get out that listen, it's not the money. You know, because they set it up a way where we have to use money to pay our bills, you know, to buy food or whatever. Even though you could go plant your own food, we try to encourage, you know, plant your own food or whatever. But
You have some people who it's not everybody who could be a farmer, right? So they set up the system where you need money to pay your bills, you know, and all that stuff. And I'm not saying that. Listen, if you want that money, make that money. Go ahead, make the money. But the thing is, the love of it. Watch the love of it. Don't put the money over people. All right, because at the end of the day, the people is always first. All right, it's like Emperor Haile Selassie the First. When that coup came about, and it was like, listen, you know, no more you know and all that stuff and whatever, right? He didn't oppose anything, you know. He just bowed down. He said, listen, God bless y'all or whatever and everything, because what they were doing, they were fighting over the materialistic, which is damn throne, right? He said, and then his action stated that listen, y'all could take the crown, because the crown is just something that you could see or whatever. Me, I want them people, and that's what he got, the damn people, and up until this day, he still has the people, which is more important. So that's what I'm saying. Don't put people over money. So that was my message. People over money.
Now, you of course it is. You mentioned as well where you have been an engineer. You're still an engineer. Now, being an engineer afforded you the opportunity to work with various artists across the aisle as well. Would you say that as an engineer, or whatever profession that you're in, you're always still learning? There has to be room for growth. You have persons within various industries that think to themselves like, oh, I am the president and I'm the founder and I'm the owner, so I know everything as it pertains to my business. When in truth and in fact that there can be somebody who is just starting out in the industry that actually teach you something that you yourself have been working on for years and taking a long route, where somebody who is just starting can actually teach you something of value. Is it safe to say that within the various artists that you have interviewed throughout the years, that you have worked with throughout the years in terms of the recordings, that you actually have learned from these artists as well how to work as a sound engineer and be able to deliver great material?
Oh yeah. Okay, all right. The one who I consider, all right. The one who I consider like the epitome of my engineering days or whatever and stuff like what I'm doing now, right? The epitome that I've worked with is Bonnie Whaler. All right. I've also done a little thing with Marshall Griffith, but it wasn't much, but I contributed towards it and all that stuff. But you know, Bonnie Whaler actually got the pleasure to actually voice him, and how that happened was there was somebody else who was actually voicing him, and that person got a phone call. It was an emergency. He had to go, and he was like, "Oh man, right now this or whatever." And then everybody in the studio is like, "Listen, no problem. This kid could do it." And he's pointing at me, and he's looking at me like, "You're an engineer?" I said, "Yes." And actually, they was like, "Yeah, man, good man, just as good. He could do it or whatever." And he's like looking at me like with this intense look, and I'm there looking at it, and I'm like, oh snap! I know, and you know, he was like, okay, do what you need to do, and I just went around and I just picked up from it and everything, and when I was done, you know, he came around to me, you know, he looked at me good, he was just looking at me, just standing up and looking at me, and I'm there and just, you know, finishing up and whatever, doing a little touches to it or whatever. And he's just there standing up and looking at me. And then from ever since that I'm there, every day I used to go around them. I never used to talk. Because I'm saying to myself, what can I say to this man? This man is the experience that I never had. You know, there is nothing that I could teach this man or whatever. Not saying that he can't learn from me, because as I said, life is always about keep on learning and I say to myself, I don't need to say anything to this man. I need whatever knowledge that I can get from this man. So I used to always just go around him and just sit down and just don't say anything. People talking around me, laughing, doing whatever, smoking, whosoever doing whatever. I'm just not doing. I'm just sitting down, just looking at him and just waiting on whatever he's gonna say. And I'm just right there. And he used to always notice it. He used to always notice it and all that stuff. And then one time, he actually came to me and he drew me aside. Was me and him alone. And he said, "Listen, you're a humble kid. I see it on you. You're very humble and I admire that about you." He said that in this industry, there's wolves. There's, you have to be aggressive. Yeah, you have to be aggressive and all that stuff. But I'm not saying for you to change who you are. But if you want to get somewhere and all that stuff, you have to let yourself be known. And that's like it in your attitude. Yes, you're humble and it's all good, but humble calf can't suck milk. So, admire you, admire what you're doing. So get cracking. You're a good kid. And from that day, I was just like, you know what? I just started attacking it. Attacking. There's times when I get tired because I'm tired because it's me alone. I do my own promote. Well, I have some Facebook promoters, but for the most part, I'm the one who's doing all that stuff. I record myself. So sometimes I mix myself. Then I have to be posting myself or whatever. Sometimes it gets tiring. Sometimes it gets tiring and all that stuff. But then the mission is what keeps me going. The mission is what keeps me going and all that stuff. And another one is Sugar Minot. That man, I remember the first time I met him, he found out through Cox and Dad, God rest his soul. Through Cox and Dad, God rest his soul. He found out that Sugar was my favorite artist. So he arranged a meeting with me and him. And then, and when he came and saw me, we were just still talking and we just started telling me about the experiences with, Garnet Silk, and because I started asking questions, and he tell me who he was working with, who he brought up and all that stuff. And he was just saying, yo, listen, just don't stop, just keep going. It's a cruel industry, but, if you love it, you won't give it up. Just keep going. So along the way, I got some lessons and all that stuff, but along the way I got messages and all that stuff, but those persons, Sugar Minot and Bunny Wheeler, they really instilled in me. What I need to do to persevere in the industry. Very cruel industry, but I love it.
Yes, we share some of the sentiments as well. As well, we had an opportunity to play Righteous Youth. Talk to me about Righteous Youth, which I will also play a little bit of Righteous Youth for our audience. What drive the writing and production behind that track?
All right. Oh man, that song is a special song, and I'm gonna tell you why. That song was done for charity, right? There's this lady who I know in Holland. I'm not sure if you know her. Her name is Esther Selector. Yeah,
I don't know
Esther
her.
Selector. Okay, well, she's based in Holland, and for a while we used to she used to help me with stuff and all that stuff, and so she got a lot of contacts and all that stuff, and she was working with some people in Costa Rica, and they were doing some stuff, and they said that they wanted to do a charity project. And she was like, "Listen, I've got the right persons for you to, who this track or whatever." If I'm not mistaken, though, I think that track was specific for me. But anyway, so So she got the rhythm and she sent it to me. She said, listen, this is charity. There's nothing behind it or whatever. That's just for charity or whatever. And I just jumped at it. I didn't care. I just jumped at it and all that stuff. And, and every rhythm speaks to you. Every rhythm speaks to you. And at the time, I was going through something where, you have some people who think that, because of what you do or where they're at in life, they think that, you're beneath them and all that stuff because I'm secure where I'm at. So then I realized that it's not where I'm at, it's where they're at. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. So, so they're thinking that where they're at, they could just do whatever they want or whatever. And I'm like, nah, kid. That ain't it. And so that was the inspiration for the song. I was just talking up for the righteous youths. The righteous youths. Whether you're secular or whatever, but just the righteous youth. Yeah. So I was just being with their voice. Yeah, I was just being with their voice.
Okay, I'm going to jump to Righteous Youth, and we'll be right back with more Garfield Revelation Treasure. Do not go anywhere. Tell a friend, and tell another friend about this show. The show.
Blessed love.
The show that seems to be taking the world by storm so much that they would
remember that
packing it each and every week.
Yes.
Okay.
Give it to them, Empress. Give it to them.
Yeah. Imagine a big praise. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Sin. I know that Jah will see us through it. No matter what the wicked they say or do. So never you touch the Lord's anointed. So in the last days it will be right with you. I am a man who will fight for my rights, with morality and Jah by my side. When the heathen rage, I will never compromise. To defend righteousness, that's my God-given right. The seeds that you sow, that's how the situation unfolds. Rastafari, the ruler, he sees and knows. So never be ungrateful to the hands that feed you. Live in love and Jah will see you through. Because they're trying to hold me down, want to see me wear a frown. Standing by the triple crown, Jah is all around it. They're trying to hold me down, want to see me wear a frown. Standing by the triple crown, Jah is all around, yeah. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. I know that Jah will see us through, yeah. No matter what the wicked they say or do. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. You miss a big man defending bag of wire. You must get exposed cause you think you're climbing higher. Hey, for real, wanna see the youths them getting wiser, stepping out of Babylon straight to Mount Zion. Knowing our mission, our aim and our purpose. Whatever we do, we always keeping focus. Never in life we'll be moving like no locust. Jah come first, keep us from all kinds of lust. They're trying to hold me down, want to see me wear a frown. Standing by the triple crown, Jah is all around it. They're trying to hold me down, want to see me wear a frown. Standing by the triple crown, Jah is all around it. Rastafari, the Ah yes. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Sin. I know that Jah will see us through the day.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what. I'm listening to this track, and boy, it is kind of like the present, because this song speaks volume. If I know, I would have opened up with this track, because that's exactly what my world is like, turned topsy-turvy up every week. It is that, for myself, it is that, like when I started this, I didn't even start it as something to put me on a certain pedestal. I started it because it is that within my travels to the various countries across the world, it is that I've come across so many various artists that make great music, but nobody know about them. And it was about creating a community of artists, so that persons can know more about them from various parts of the world, as well as, the number one genre, which is reggae. I wonder if the platforms have an issue with me keep on saying that each and every week as well. But if they do, I'm going to keep on saying it. Reggae music is the number one genre, yeah. Not bowing down to any other genre. That is what it is. It's the one genre that anybody can come and take a part of to get the other genres, or to put them on high. That reggae music genre. There's so much more to it. But if you want to have a battle, of what it is, you can always call me. Let me explain to you why reggae music is the number one genre. But as I traveled the world and I saw the various artists that are in different countries and different parts of the world, the one genre that they always go to is the reggae music genre. And in some countries, you even have where they have their traditional music, where they don't even pay attention to the traditional music, but it's always that reggae music that helps them. Of course, it's referred to as poor people's music, because that's where people, when they have troubles and all of the above, they can always reach for a reggae track that's going to uplift you. And so the pioneers and persons who have always been in this industry have tried to elevate it and make it evolve in terms of adding a certain price line that applies to it. But the genre itself comes as a kind of like a personality, where it is that, it's poor people's music, and we learn to just take everybody within our space and we welcome them and all of the above. But traditionally speaking, our reggae artists do not get as much capital from even their shows compared to some of the other genres that are doing foolishness. Yeah, I would say. So, Garfield, for yourself, you have been in the chair where you have worked as an engineer. You have, gone on another extreme where it is that you have actually been on different various stages where you have performed as well. Do you see within your genre, between the artists that you have worked with, which are big names within the industry? We're talking about Sugar Mine, we're talking about some of the bigger guys as well that you have worked with. Do you find that one of the problems, or I should say one of the issues between reggae and some of the other genres, is that our artists are even as popular as some of the bigger artists that are receiving abstruse amount of cash and money for their shows? And are you with me with me saying that yes, the reggae artists need to be paid more for their shows as well?
All right. Yes, I agree with you, right? But there's a twist to all of this, right? It's the attitude is gratitude, right? Attitude is gratitude, and
Yes.
right? Attitude is gratitude, and listen, if you want to get paid, if you want to get paid like how we see all these other guys getting paid for their different genres, if you want to get paid or whatever, right? Do what needs to be done to reach that level. Meaning, right? If they say to you, listen, be here at 4 o'clock, be there at 3:58, be there before time. Not only that, be appreciative of what people is doing for you, because that speaks volumes. All right. Do what it's all about the attitude and your approach. right? Because if you're gonna, if your thing is just, hey, listen, I just want to get paid or whatever, but then you're doing otherwise. You know, you're showing up late and remember, the image that you present is all important. Mimi, you are who you are. But you know, image is not just the clothes that you wear or whatever, but it's about your attitude also, right? So you know, do what you need to do, what needs to get done, so that you could achieve this type of monies that these other artists are getting. But then at the same time, it's still reggae. Reggae is king music. Reggae is revolution. You know, and we all know how these people feel about revolution. You know, it's like, you know, they see it as like a tyranny. It invokes a certain spirit where they just want to rebel. And all that's what reggae music is. We are rebelling against the system. You know, well, true reggae has a message in it. All right, and the way how the world is moving right now. You know, right is wrong and wrong is right. And
I love it.
yeah, right. And then you know, the people who is flourishing in this society right now is people who is just to have a devilish mentality. Listen, me not hide nothing, you know. Yeah, devilish mentality and all that stuff. Them just all for themselves and all them things. So those are the ones who thrive in, you know, worldly people. So people who have a spiritual background or whatever, they're gonna do everything in their powers to keep those people down, right? So that's another reason why we're not getting the budget like these other genres and all that stuff. But then, as you said, the reggae music is the number one music in the world. Look at them, number. Look at the number one artist, Bob Marley. His music is still playing. Music is still relevant even to today. His music is still relevant. That man passed over 40 years ago, and this music is still relevant today, and all of that stuff. So that tells you about this genre. So that's another reason why, because you know, because the messages within this music, you know, it has great influence on people. Imagine if Babu was alive now. If Babu was alive now, the whole world Rasta. Basically. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Well,
this music has a serious influence.
you have said so much that is in truth and in fact. It is that if we have to think, not even think, but start doing certain things. Of course, it is that you there's so much more to say in terms of it's not just monetary payment, but understand as well that it works both ways. That when a promoter pays an artist to show up, they expect that they show up and they are doing the works professionally. That things can happen,
right?
You know,
exactly.
Along the way, things can happen along the way, as well. But it is that you put your
wait there. I need to interject, right? Just stick up in. Okay, I'm not saying that things don't happen enough. Things happen, yes, right? Things happen, but listen. You know, if they tell you to show up at a certain time or whatever, and even if you can't show up at that time, let them know. Make a phone call. Say, listen, I'm going to be late or whatever, so that these people can adjust. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, it is like I said, you know, they refer to it as for people's music, but this is it is the number one genre. This is the number one music.
Oh yeah.
That persons go to. When you're talking about revolution, when you talk just about everything, it's not even just about revolution in terms of good quality material or whatever. Yes, you in any genre you're gonna come across things that are not recorded well, or somebody that's playing that for themselves, but that's art. You know that there are levels, you know, to the art itself. There are levels to reggae. You know, you know, I put it as like a level, five levels, and In another day or time, I'll explain the levels. But it's so much. It is that there
Oh,
are five.
oh, I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I,
I want to
I
hear
put
this.
it as there are five levels to the artistry in terms of reggae music. And what level are you? Are you level three? Are you level one? You know, but
You would have
there's
to
two
tell
sides.
me. You would have to
Music
tell
is
me.
art. No, I'm saying
Yes, yes,
for the
that's
general
true.
public that would say, you know, like, what level are you? Like every time it is that somebody sends me their music to play on air, I
Right.
actually listen to it, and in my head I'm like, okay, that's the level that you're on. So right
So what
away,
level am I on?
I'm
So
not
what
telling you.
level am I on?
I'm not telling you. But as an ethnomusicologist, that's what I do. I look at it and I say, you know what? All right. This person is at a level three, you know? It just means that, okay,
What?
you're at a level. It means, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying, like, per se, somebody's at a level three. It just means that,
Okay.
well, um, they need to work on, like, maybe vocals or,
Very, yeah,
you
various.
know, yeah, there are various things that could happen. The person probably need to work on vocals, and it may be something where they could just work on your vocals for 6 months, and then they come back and they'll see a difference. There's so many artists that are out there right now that are struggling even to get the breath out when they go to record, because people are not
Right,
doing it traditionally as
right,
before. You don't have to do everything
right,
traditional. Nobody's saying go stuck back in a certain age or whatever when you turn up and you're in barefoot pants and all of that. But there are certain things that you cannot get
uh-huh,
past. And
right,
so is
right,
getting up every morning and vocalizing. That actually helps as well. You know, being
right,
able to
right,
do that. It could
right,
take you
right.
from a level three to a level four.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
But yeah.
By the way,
Hmm.
that song, "Righteous Youth." I was the one who did it all the recording myself. I voiced myself, all
Hmm.
that stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
The harmonies,
And
yeah, the harmonies wasn't me and everything.
well, let's talk from one engineer to the next. I'm an engineer, and I get all this
I
stuff from
know.
artists. But there are artists who actually sends me this stuff, and they don't know that I'm an engineer. So actually, I have a story. When I first actually started this show, this year makes the fifth year that I've been doing the show. But when I first started the
Um,
show, it started out as a top 10. I had another show that was a top 10. And so
right.
artists would send their material, and then I would pick the theme. So say the theme is poverty, then all those tracks would fall under poverty, and then that's the
Okay.
first thing. You'd have the team, and then I would do the top 10 based on how well pronounced the artwork is, how
Okay, okay, okay,
the lyrics of the show, how meaningful it is as it applies to the theme and all of that. And so
okay,
one week, I the number one artist was an African, and the number five artist was a Jamaican. And the Jamaican got
okay.
into my DM and left me a message filled with expletives to say that,
Whoa,
how dare me, and he is very well known. And how dare me pick an
whoa,
African artist over him. So I found
whoa.
out how I could get his number, and I called him up. And when I called, I let him talk. I said, "You remember me? My show, you left me some DM and their expletives. Yes, you remember who I am?" And he says, "Oh yeah, I know who you are." And he started talking again, and he's like, "Do you know who I am? I'm popular." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Do you know me?" He said, "No." I said, "So let me get this firstly. You are popular, and you send you submit your music to somebody who is not popular, because you're saying you don't know me. So first thing is that you think you're bigger than me. That's the reason why you left the message." I allowed him to talk. And
Right.
then I spoke, and I said, "So you actually sent me the material because you're thinking that you're bigger than me." I said, "But guess what? I don't even think I'm better than you. I just know that the profession that I'm in and the show, if you listen to what the show is actually about, then you would know why you're number five." He said, "It does.
Wow.
It's besides the point that you would think I'm number five and that the artist number one." I said, "I'll tell you why. I'm gonna give you two reasons that we start out with. You sent me that was not mixed and mastered." And he paused and he
Wow.
says, "Wait, how do you know it wasn't mixed and mastered?" I says, "What?" Okay. I told him, I said, just, you know what? That's it. Just ask a few persons in the industry who may know me, and you'll know what I do.
Right.
So
Right.
it goes to say that people put music out there, and it is they're unaware of the people that are receiving it. And a lot of persons throughout the years never knew that I'm an engineer. They did not know that I
But
make
Rose,
beats.
Rose,
Uh
Rose,
huh.
Rose, Rose. Hear this. All right, hear this now. You are an engineer, all right,
Mhm.
and from what I've heard,
Mhm.
you are very good at what you do, right?
Oh, thank you.
But my thing is
Yeah.
this. You're so welcome. But my thing to touch on you is this. If this said artist sent you a song that wasn't mixed and mastered properly, then that tells you that, I mean, that that number 5 rating that you gave him, or what, it should have been lower, because how dare somebody gonna send you music that is not mixed and mastered? That defeats the whole purpose.
Firstly, firstly, he sent it to me because I'm a girl. So the first thing is that most people figure that
Right,
you're a girl, so you don't
right,
know
right,
what's going
right,
on. The
right,
second thing as
right,
well
right,
is that there are various artists who thinks that because somebody in their lane, their avenue, their street, their community know them, that the whole world knows them. And I always tell
knows
people,
them, right,
unless your
right,
name is Michael Jackson or Elvis Presley, I'm going to need you to take several seats, because nobody
right,
and not everybody in this world knows you. So the first thing is that he's thinking to himself, like, he's so popular that yes,
right,
he's gonna get a buzz, and he's gonna go. I'm going to put it number one, and so he could use that to fuel. By the time he mix and master that, it is trending elsewhere. That was what his objective is, and he actually owned that to
right.
me. He told me that. He sent it because he
Wow,
figured that he would go number one, and he could actually use it to propel his audience by the time he mixed and mastered it. No, it was the mix and
right,
master. Now, why he was number 5 is because the song, the lyrics was very well written in terms of the theme
right,
as well,
right,
right? And his
right,
vocal clarity was actually great without even
right.
mixing or mastering. That's why he was number 5, and that's what I told him as well. He
Wow.
apologized, and
I
hopefully he's
would
listening
imagine
to the show
so.
right now. Yes,
I
he
would,
apologized in the end,
yeah,
and I taught him a
uh-huh.
lesson. Do not judge a book by its
Right,
cover. I do not judge
that's
a book by
right.
its cover. I say that to say this. I'm going back right now because I am internally, I'm upset at the persons that keep on hacking my stuff. It's past giving you a chance right now. There's no chance right now
Right,
because the authorities are onto
right,
you.
right,
Right?
right,
And I
right,
say that
right.
to say this. You see me
Playtime
across
is
social
over.
media, playtime is over. You see me across social media and
Yeah,
think you could play with me? And to the social media
yeah,
platforms that think they could play with me, I'm coming for you.
yeah.
So all
Oh
the
yeah,
persons that's been
oh
paying
yeah,
you to do what you're doing, I am
oh
coming
yes,
for
oh
you
yes.
as well.
Make sure though, Rose, that whatever you're doing, because we remember, that Almighty said that all vengeance belongs to me. So whatever you're doing, make sure that you're doing out of justice. You're not doing to get back at nobody, because
Oh,
if that's what
it's
you're
been
doing,
done out of
the purpose is
out
going to
of
be
justice.
defeated. Out
Trust
of
me.
justice, exactly. So make sure that you stay along those lines, and your your effort will be recognized. I guarantee you.
Hmm. Yeah. Again, thieves don't break into empty houses. So I know when I
That's
see what's
right.
happening,
That's
I am
right.
of value.
That's
If
right.
if I ever
That's
had a
right.
doubt,
That's why.
there's no
That's
doubt in
why I
my
told
mind.
you. That's why I told you. Even before the interview, thank you that you're on the bring something huge, and these people see it, and that's why now the fight is more intense now. Fight is more intense because you're on the brink of something huge, and maybe you don't know it, but guess what? They know it, because they're the ones who is behind all these paperwork and seeing popping up out of nowhere. Hey, yeah, everywhere I go see this name. Everywhere I go see this name, and then they finally hear the voice or see the picture behind this name now, and be like, hey, nah, listen, no. We gotta do something about this. So my thing to you is this: is that you're on the brink of something huge, and This is why you're getting this type of fight right now. This is why the fight is so intense. And listen, all I have
Yes.
to say to you is that whatever you're doing, just stop. Don't stop. You're almost there.
On that note, I'm going to jump to one of your tracks and we will be right back with some more reasoning and sign out, okay? Just a few more minutes and we are going to be getting out of here. Do not go anywhere. We are tapped in with Garfield Revelation Treasure and we will be right back with some more tunes. Keep it locked.
Remember that.
Jamaica mix Colombia on this one. To the nation, see? This is reggae music, I surely feel it. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, mighty, mighty feeling. This is reggae music, I surely feel it. Feel it, feel it. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, music with feeling. Every morning I rise and I pray with some scriptures along the way. Heavenly Father, to you I say, guide my footsteps every day, yeah. Inspiration I put to rhythms, giving thanks for everything, yeah. Chanting praises unto the King. This is my gift, Lord. To you I bring, yeah. It's a reggae music, I surely feel it. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, mighty, mighty feeling. It's a reggae music, I surely feel it. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, music with feeling. The bass resonates in my soul. The drums keeps me in full control, yeah. Melodies of sweet, sweet sounds, harmonies are all around, yeah. Expressions from deep within, positive vibrations moving with the wind, yeah. Every day amongst the living to the King, I chant and sing, yeah. Music with feeling. Yes, this music is sweet, you know. Again, music is love and music is life, and within it is no strife. It's a reggae music, I surely feel it. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet.
Yes, yes, yes. To the listening audience, we are tapped in with Garfield Treasure. We have, I tell you, quite a bit of, a lengthy interview here today, and I must say, thanks for being here with me today, Garfield. I really appreciate the tunes that you have brought along, from money to righteous youth, righteousness, and the great talk about reggae music, and just there's so much that's going on in terms of reggae that can be addressed as well.
Oh yeah.
Various topics, various persons have reached out to me and asked me, Empress Rose, can you have your platform where it is that you can talk about, some of the things that's happening in reggae or within Jamaica and stuff like that? And I say to them that I'm not ready to step in the lion's den as yet. Yeah, but I may be ready soon to step into the lion's den as yet, because apparently when you're too quiet, sometimes people think that they could fool around with you. So maybe it's time for me to step into the lion's den.
No man, listen to me, man. Listen to me. I hear you say something a while ago, so that you're not ready you're not ready to go into the lines and say, listen,
Yes.
they are the ones who's gonna throw you in the den, and you're gonna be the one who's gonna prevail. So it's not about you being ready. You are ready. You
Mm-hmm.
are ready, right? So
Yeah.
it's just that when they do decide to throw you in there, that's when now they're gonna say that I'm really you, because then you're gonna I'm gonna maneuver your way out of that lines then, and then now I'm gonna say the damn true glory of Dr. Empress Rose G.
Yeah, like you said, there must be something big coming on because you're coming from all sides as well. But
Oh yes,
I must say that bring it on, because it
oh
takes me a
yeah,
lot. It took me a lot to get here, and I'm not going
yeah,
anywhere. So
that's right,
I'm not
that's
going
right,
anywhere. I'm going to keep on doing what it is that I do. And there are
that's right.
persons out there that appreciate what I do every single week and actually tap in to tell me that, whether it is my show,
Yes,
whether it be through film, whether it be through
yes,
spoken word poetry, whether it be through athletics.
yes.
There's a lot
And,
of
and, and listen, and listen, just for the record, you're a studio owner, you're an engineer,
mhm.
you're a radio host. You
Mhm.
are go ahead, help me.
Well, yes, apparently they think, because there is the one platform actually who told me one day. I called because I was having an issue, and
Right,
the associate that I got or whatever, actually said to
right,
me, um, "Oh, they thought I was not real," and I was like, "Excuse me."
right,
It caught me off guard, and it's because of the
right,
amount of things that I'm able to do. But some of those things I've been
right.
doing for a while, and you know what they say: if you've been doing stuff for a very
Yeah,
long time, it kind of feels like you're not working because you master
right,
doing it. So if somebody called me and said, "Rose, can you write a song for me?" That's not a problem. I'll call you
right,
back in 5 minutes with the song. What's the subject?
right, right,
I needed to
right,
make a
right,
beat for
right,
me. I could do that, no problem. I'll call you back in 45
right,
minutes, an hour. I
right,
want to shoot
right,
an
right,
event.
right.
Okay, we'll talk next month. You see
Many
that way?
hats, many hats, many hats, many
Exactly.
hats.
But it takes a bit of persistence and walking through the fire. And
Yes,
I've walked through a lot of fires to get here. And trust and believe, I am
yes,
not going anywhere anytime soon. Because
yes. Still
they could
walking
keep
through
on
the
doing
fire. Still
and
walking through it.
still walking through the fire. So maybe there's another
That's right.
level that I haven't unlocked yet
Right,
that they may see. I'm not
right,
saying I don't see it. There's a lot that I see for the future. I'm not
right,
saying it, because I have
right,
goals
right,
and I'm looking
right,
forward to
right.
that. And of
Oh
course,
yeah.
it includes bringing artists like yourself along for those
Uh-huh.
rides as well, because this is what I sign up for. I know
Yes.
that you have had a life-changing experience. Myself, I've had several life-changing experiences, and one of those
Wow.
experiences, my life duty is to ensure that I made a promise to the Most High, is to help persons along the way that need my resources, that need me, and that's what I
Right,
sign up for, and that's what I'm doing. Do I have to do the
right,
show? I don't have to do the show, right?
right,
But it is that I've been
right,
doing it for this my fifth year, and there are lots of artists across the world. I've done so much
right,
interviews I can't even keep count of how many interviews I've done. This past February
right.
alone, I averaged over 70 something shows between the various shows that I
Wow,
have done on. I have
wow,
5 shows, and over 70 something shows alone was done in
uh,
Reggae Month alone.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Is there
Okay.
anybody writing about that?
Wow.
No. Do I need them to write about that? No. I'm comfortable
Right,
behind the
right,
scenes and doing what it is that I
right,
do. This is what I sign up for
right.
again, and I am not
Wow.
backing
Yeah.
down, because then I would be, not fulfilling my purpose
Right,
here before I go.
right, right,
Yes.
right, 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 right. Oh wow. Oh,
Yeah.
you being here right now, you being here right now is just a testament to who you are. Seeing as though, seeing what you have been through and all that stuff, and you know, I think I told you first night. I said to you that listen, I don't know what it is, right? But that next that you're about to encounter, all right, it's gonna be huge, and just prepare, and you can tell by what's going on behind them scenes and all that stuff. It's something is on the horizon, right? Just be prepared, and just keep being you, and just whatever you do, be honest. Be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Let your conscience be your guide.
That's
Be
right.
honest in whatever you're doing. All right. All
That's
right.
right. I appreciate this reasoning. Now, for anybody,
Yes.
do you have any shout out that you would like to get out of the way? Shout out, and you
Yes,
can tell
man.
persons where they can find your exceptional, exuberant product. That is, I say exceptional, exuberant product because not every engineer who engineers know actually how to engineer.
Right, 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 right,
So,
right.
and it's able to
Actually,
put out a quality product. Hmm.
actually, that song also reggae music. I was the one who voiced that also again, and all
Yes.
that stuff, and the harmonies again. But okay, shout outs. All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give thanks and praise unto the Most High for all that He has done for me, what He has doing, for what He has done, what He's doing, and what He's about to do. All right. I'd like to say give thanks to you for affording me this platform to express myself. I appreciate love you, Empress. Thanks
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. My mom's, give thanks to her. My brothers, my sisters, and all that stuff. My dad, may his soul rest in peace. He played a pivotal role in what I'm doing right now, because my dad was also a music person in terms of his love for it and all that stuff. And that's where I got the inspiration from, knowing certain songs and all that stuff. So my dad, so rest in peace. My brothers, my sisters, my brethren, and my daughter, and everybody. Too much name for call. Too much name for call. I don't want to call not certain names, and then this person I say, brother, you never call my name, or a girl say,
It's
boy,
like
you never
getting an
call my
award,
name,
right?
or whatever. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But I just want to give shout out to everybody who has helped me along this journey, who's still helping me. It's few, but you know what? I appreciate, love you, and just give thanks for all that you have done and everything. And Empress, as I said to you again, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for allowing me on your platform to express myself, to the whole world, because your reach is worldwide, literally.
I say
Literally
that to say this
worldwide.
when you say that. I actually say that.
Uh,
I actually must say this, not to cut you. When you say about my reach or whatever, and see what happens is that you have these people that have been hacking the platforms, and so it is that they for instance, on one of my platforms that I was using, I actually went in there and found out that my audience was diverted elsewhere. So when they actually thinking like, why did the numbers drop? That's what happened. Now, consider
wow.
yourself where it is like. For instance, there's at least three countries in Africa. There's one country, in particular, when I first started my show, they do not have the internet service. Not everybody can afford it, and it's a very poor country. So what they were
Right.
doing was that they were going to a diner. They would save up whatever money they go, and they would go to the diner, and they would tell the guy within that diner themselves, this is what we're listening to, because the guy asked them, why are you guys here every week? They were going to the diner and listening to my
Wow.
show. And we're talking about a country that has
Wow.
over 300 Rastafarians sitting one place. That number is not on the
Wow.
freaking screen. That number is not there. You
Wow.
understand? But I do not walk
Wow.
around and boast. The people that I'm
Yes.
able to move and the people that
Move right.
actually can speak on
Wow.
my behalf. But just consider that as well.
Wow.
And
That's
yes, the show is
that
double
that's
streamed
that
as well.
that that's and the strobe is what?
No, and I said the show itself is double streamed in other countries as
Oh
well.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yes. Listen, what you just said a while ago, that's profound.
Yeah. Hmm.
Empress. Just talking to you, even after the air, when we're just talking and all that stuff, casually and all that stuff. I sense, I sense, I sense brilliance. All right, I sense brilliance, and I sense passion. Intuition, inspiration. Oh man, I could go on and on and on and on.
Hmm.
And one thing I get from you is that you are blessed with intricacies of sound. All right,
Yes.
because as I said, listening to your album, to your EP, oh man, let me tell you,
Oh, you love that album?
yes,
Well, the world loves the
yes,
album,
yes,
and I love the fact that the world loves the album because I
right,
actually, in all fairness, someone was sitting with a group of persons who actually was having a conversation and said, "Oh well, that's because she worked with this person. That's why the album is that great." I have news for
wow,
anybody that will say that.
right,
I actually
right,
produced the entire album myself,
album, wow,
mixed and
nice,
mastered
nice,
it
nice.
myself,
Well,
write
hear me
all
now.
the tracks myself.
Uh, well, hear me now. As I told you first night, all right, I'm not ashamed to say it. Me want to do some work with you.
Well,
See?
well. As you said, there may be something big. That's why it is that I'm being attacked from all sides, because there are quite a few persons that have been reaching out, to work on their next
Yeah.
project for me to work on. I'm very selective, I must tell you, by the way.
All right.
I'm not
Right.
I'm not
Right.
just this introvert who sit behind the scenes. I'm very selective in terms of persons.
When I
Life
mean,
has taught me
work
that.
with you.
Hmm.
When I mean work with you, I'm not talking you working for me. Work with you as in like a collaboration on a
Oh, I
on a
know, I
song.
know, I know. Yes, I know. I know, and I'm getting it
Yeah.
from all sides. I'm getting persons who want to work on projects. I'm getting persons who want to voice with me. I'm getting persons who, for
Yes.
different reasons or whatever. And I'm like, oh,
Yes.
okay. So, yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'm this introvert
So
that's very spontaneous. So don't take me for granted because you may see me up next week fully
all
clothed
right.
or in something that's just takes it above the
Okay.
top. Yeah,
I
I'm
hear
that
you. I
introvert.
hear you.
So,
Okay.
yes, the
So
album
okay.
speaks
So
volume. Matter of
because
fact,
ah.
no, I said the album speaks volume.
Oh, it
First
does.
of all,
It does. It does. It does. It does. But yeah. So thanks to, and also, I cannot leave out. You see, this word that's called fans. I don't like it. I don't like
mm-hmm.
fans. I see them as supporters, family, as supporters. But I don't like that word fans, because fans, it gives me a sense of separation, separating me from the supporters, and I am them, they are me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a voice for them or whatever. So I would say to my supporters, to my family, thanks for everything. Okay, in terms of reaching me, I'm gonna start with my email. My email is revelationtreasure@gmail.com. Okay, it's also treasuregarfield at gmail.com. Okay, on Facebook, it's Garfield Treasure. On Instagram, it's treasure underscore 876. On Twitter or X, it's the same thing. Treasure underscore 876. On Twitter, on TikTok, recently on TikTok. On TikTok, it's Garfield Treasure. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's Garfield. Yeah, Garfield Treasure. Um, on SoundCloud it's Garfield Treasure. On Spotify, I'm on Spotify and all these digital stores. I don't have much on it, but I have some stuff on it and all of that stuff. This song currently, what you're hearing right now, is on Spotify and these other digital stores. On SoundCloud, I'm on SoundCloud too as If I'm not mistaken, it's Garfield Treasure on LinkedIn, Garfield Treasure, Mixcloud. I think it's Garfield Treasure also. I haven't been there in a while.
So it's
You
safe
know,
to say that you're Garfield Treasure everywhere.
well, yes, not everywhere, but you know, as I told you before, you know, treasure underscore 876 and all that stuff. But yeah, but anything that has to do with treasure and all that
Okay.
stuff, right? That's what I
All
mean, and all
right.
that stuff. And yes, and you know, and if you want to contact me like directly or whatever, you know, send me a message or whatever, and then if it so be, then you'll get my phone number. All that stuff,
Okay.
you
I
know.
hear you. I hear you
Yes,
loud and clear. So yeah. For the listening audience,
yes,
please go and check out Garfield Revelation Treasure. Type in his name. Google will bring up some of those or as well. I appreciate you coming through and for the various platforms and persons across the various platforms that actually show up for me. It doesn't matter if I show up at 1 o'clock, the scheduled time, or if I show up 5 o'clock, you're still, there as well. And to
right,
the hackers
yeah.
as well, the hackers, more importantly, who keep on showing up, keep
Go
on
down,
showing up.
hackers, go down,
Keep on,
go
no,
down.
I want them to keep on showing up. But because right now, I'm letting you know, playtime is over. Yeah.
Oh
And to the
yes,
platforms that you're paying, playtime is over as well.
oh that's
Okay?
right,
So keep
right,
showing up.
that's right.
Keep showing up because there's
Listen,
one thing.
I have to,
Wait
I
a
have
minute.
to.
Wait a minute. Because there's one thing.
Oh,
I am always going to
uh-huh.
show up. I'm always going to show up. So you make sure you show up too.
I'm got tired to see your face.
That's correct. Yeah.
Listen, and this is for you personally. All right. In the space of time that I've got to know you and all that stuff, and even that conversation that I would have had for first night, I really appreciate love it, and I just want to say to you, all right, that you're special. All right,
Thank you.
you're special, and I'm not saying I try to be nice. I'm not being nice. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just being
Yes.
honest, right? You're special, all right, and you're a lady of many hats, many hats. These people, I don't think these people could even grasp, but you're a lady of many hats, and for that reason, I like to say, the Almighty go with you. May the ancestors protect you. May they guide you in the right direction. And you're already, this is evidence that you're already on the right path. Don't stop. Don't stop. Be good and just stay loyal and just listen. I appreciate, love you so much. All right, and let's not let it end right here. All right,
I thank you. I thank you for coming through. I thank you for the kind words as well. There's so many different persons within even the listening audience who share the same sentiments and are actually sending me messages and say, Empress, either they had no clue or they are aware. And it's good to see, the direction they're standing behind me as well, because there are other persons just like yourself who have witnessed some of these things happening when either I have an
right,
interview or they're supposed to be on my show, from the various acting, from telling the various
right,
platforms lies, and
right.
for the platforms where it is that somebody call and tell you I'm playing their song and they didn't give me authorization. If I'm interviewing the artist, does that make sense?
Exactly. Wait, but by any chance, are you live on YouTube at the moment?
We are live on YouTube. We are live on
Okay, good,
YouTube. We are live on
good.
Instagram and all of the the various platforms or whatever. So yeah,
Okay,
if somebody
I
call and
would
tell
I
you
would
that
love
I'm playing their music and you
if
pull my show when I'm interviewing the artist, how is that possible?
right, if you can, right, if you
Hmm.
can, I'd love a copy of this on show. I would love it.
Of
if you can.
course, you will get a copy of this show. For all the other persons who have been waiting for their show to be edited,
Uh-huh.
it's
Also,
coming.
wait.
Okay, it's coming.
Also, I can't forget. Also, I can't forget to the listening audience. All right, I appreciate all of you for logging in and for staying the course. You know, it was trying
Oh my
to
gosh.
what you are here now. Oh, the journey to get this interview done and all that stuff. Thank y'all for your patience. I love all of y'all. Hope to see all of y'all soon too. And blessing all y'all hearts. There you go.
All right. On that note, we are going to vibe out with my favorite track, and I will see you guys next week. It may not be the same time because my show may be interrupted and it may run late. But just know that you can always set your notifications so that when I come online, that you know when I'm online. And to the hackers, keep those notifications on so you know when I'm always online as well. Because yeah, I'm coming with security. Don't play with me no more.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So
I'm
yeah.
time to see you feel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As my
Yes.
daughter would say, remember when you started the show, Mom, you started with 2 cell phones. Trust me.
Yes.
Persistence is a
Oh
hell of a
wow.
drug.
Wow. Yes.
Persistence
There
is a
you
hell
go.
of a drug. So you will be
Oh
seeing
yes.
me. So I'll see you next week.
Oh yes.
Same
Blessed
place,
love
just
people.
maybe a
Blessed.
different time. Okay? It's been
Yes,
a
sir.
pleasure. We are going to vibe out with Money Money. Thank you guys for tapping in across the various platforms. I love you all. Okay? I love you all from the I
Blessed
didn't
love.
even
Love you
get to
too,
shout out
Empress.
the various places, but I would like, with this little bit of time that I have before I play this track, I would just like to shout out the various places. Persons from Montreal, Canada, Toronto, Canada. Out in Africa, we're talking about Ghana, Ethiopia, so in South Africa as well, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Pretoria, Ghana. Yeah, wherever you are in Ghana, Accra, all
Brazil.
the other
Don't
places.
forget Brazil. Don't forget
Brazil.
Brazil.
Of course, I see Brazil is in the house as well. I even right here on Instagram, I see Brazil is in the house. Shout out to Brazil as well.
Right.
Germany, I see you as well. UK, Jamaica, yes, whether it be the hackers or persons who are, there's a mixture of as well in terms of Jamaica, because there's ardent people in Jamaica, followers who follow my show no matter where it is as
Right.
well. And to
Right.
the hackers, just know that I love you for a minute, but right now playtime is over. Okay? On that
That's
note, I'm
it.
gonna play
That's
Money
it.
Money, and we are out. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Mwah, mwah. Later.
Blessed. Ira.
Yes, I. Money Money Remix. Well fixed. Give thanks and praise unto the Most High. I. Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil. I said the love of money is the root of all evil. Make sure not get tricked by the devil with material things that make you feel comfortable. Rise up, cause we are true born. Revelation time, we're ready to step in the scene. Rasta for life, you know me heart is clean. People gather around the red, gold and green. See that? So me money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil. Take a trip to the countryside, go check out the scene. Meditation, riding the wings of the wind. The farmers them are coming from working the fields, and I'm sure later on we're gonna have a fresh meal. Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil. The importance of keeping the love within. To do anything as love, you just can't win. Priorities in life have to bless your living. Rise up above
the swift, but for those who can endure things, just do it right and receive your blessings. Receive your blessing. Just receive your blessing. Hey. Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil.
I stay in my lane. Of fullness is the aim. True vanity, them lose them sanity. No love, them mama hurt me ben. I great in my brain. I stay in my lane. M-O-N-E-Y, that can make you spoil. If you take your troll, then I buy. But bye-bye. Money, yeah. Born in a monetary system. Poor people victim. Me want money, yeah. Lift me head up high. Now go red eye if you what is not mine. I never yet see money climbing a coconut tree. I never yet see money planting a seed. I never ever yet see money catching a sea creature out of the sea. Money can't buy love.
Money, 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 money.
Make money
is the root of all evil.
Make money make you.
Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil.
But a bad master. Money can't buy love. Money can't buy love. As I was say, give me a treasure of love. As I was say, give me a treasure of integrity. As I would say, give me a treasure of integrity. Money can't buy love.
Money, 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 money is the root of all evil. Money, money, money is evil, the root of all evil.
Yanti, telling the people that money has no power, and we have the power. Money got no power, mankind got the power. Money have no power, womankind have the power. Money got no power, mankind and you have that. Watch ya. A treasure and your thing beyond it. Watch ya. Yes, I. All right.